Hmm. Well, I'm just gonna be a little. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today I'll be drawing Crafter. You know, it'll be pretty fun. Wait, if it. And he will have moths coming out of his mouth. He'll be like, and vomit out moths. Hey, hey. But try not. Hi, hi. First. Except not really. At least not here. I never saw you here before. Oh, the Kitty and Thunder has been here before. But, what am I thinking of? I wonder what I can do with these ad options. Oh, well that makes it nice. Use our store locator, Kroger. I must be blind. Well. Anyways. So I'm just gonna be drawing Crafter. Hi, how am I? I'm okay. I'm okay. Just hoping that my pen pressure doesn't spaz out while I draw this. Yeah. I wonder what else I could do with these ads. Ad covered content, not interested. Ad was inappropriate. Bye! You're a huge inspiration to me. Oh, thank you. No more ad from Google. As a like is it a movie? Oh, Goretober is an event where an artist. It's the same where an artist draws a gory picture every day of October, and it usually has like a theme. Not Mothman. We're not doing Mothman. Although I have seen the Mothman statue. It's pretty great. I smacked his butt and then hurt my hand because he's like made of metal. I might just like turn the size of this brush down so I can sketch a little better. Ad was inappropriate. Sorry, the way I'm saying it is making me think of Centaur World, which I like. I think I finished the first season because there isn't a second one yet. With my sibling, like with one of my siblings. It was pretty great. I've seen the Mothman statue too. Oh, that's cool. That's a thing I would have totally joined. It's fine. October on the 15th. It's fine. You don't have to like complete it all the way through. A lot of people feel the pressure to, including me, but you don't have to do it. Like, just because I force myself to do it doesn't mean like you should do. Friday the 13th. No, it's Friday the 14th. Close, but no. I don't know when Friday the 13th was this year. What's this? What's that you're drawing? I'm making a map. What? A map? But that looks like a close-up of my eye? That's right, person. A map of your eyes, because I just find myself getting lost in them. Oh! Anyways, you're an adult now. Oh, wow. You're 18. One born Friday the 13th. Good to know. Well, anyway. Oh, I put this on my Instagram story like 5 minutes ago, but like I had 6 pieces of pizza, and that was a mistake. I felt real sick for a moment. I feel less sick now, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna vomit. It was a mistake. Don't eat that much pizza, kids. You'll get really sick. For December? Yeah, you can like find stuff for that like in every month. Like it doesn't matter. No. Yeah. On my Instagram, you can see like all of the pieces I've done so far. Do you know what cryptid core is? It's an aesthetic based around cryptids. Like Mothman, Wendigos, other ones. See, like I'm gonna draw like moths coming out of him. And it's just gonna be funny because like I feel like my description is gonna be something super mean, like someone get the bug spray. Gonna be anything funny. I'm gonna be Red Velvet Cookie. Oh, that sounds awesome. I wish I could be Red Velvet Cookie, but I don't have a wig. I'm gonna be Aubrey from Amori. Or Christmas Tober. I don't know if that's a thing. Goretober next month. Well, yeah, but it won't have October in its name, so it's Gorvember. Gorvember. I love the cold of I already said what I was gonna be, but like the chat loads in slow, so you know. But yeah, I'm gonna be Aubrey from Amori. I love Aubrey, and I want to be her because I want to be cool and angry, but I'm just cool and sad. So I want to be angry on Halloween and like beat up a pineapple. I don't know. Sophie Walton. Oh, that reminds me. My girlfriend and I are gonna cosplay Rosemary and Jack Walton. Earthling draws art. I don't know, fellow alien. I don't know if I should say like a random alien species off the top of my head to play along, but if you want me to, I would love doing so. But it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry, fellow Zognoid. I am definitely an Earthling making Earthling art. Hello. You angry at me? Why are you angry? You're so small. But I don't have my suit. I have a suit. I just don't have like a tie. So I'd have to steal one from my dad. Other than that, yeah, like I would be Rosemary and then they would be Jack because they kind of look like Jack when their hair is down. That's so cute. I don't know why, but I find it cute. Yeah, we've been dating for 10 months. I had McDonald's again. I haven't had McDonald's in a hot minute, but kind of thinking about it is making me sick because I had 6 pieces of pizza. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but the pickles from McDonald's are like really rubbery for some reason. Like, maybe it's just me. Am I the only one who thinks they're a little odd? Check. Hello? What, hon?
Alright, finished.
You finished!
I see.
Oh, it's you! I didn't know it was supposed to be.
Go with me. But you want to see the edited version.
Hold on, sweetie.
Yeah.
No. Not now, Ollie.
Well, you can't see it that well, but it's my back screen right now.
Oh, I can see it, yeah.
Can you watch Poppy the Performer with me?
Not right now.
Well, soon.
Maybe.
Okay.
I would watch it with you even like tomorrow if you wanted. It's chill.
Okay.
As for shows and games, I mean, no, I know like pickles. The pickles from McDonald's freak me out. Like I like pickles in general, but this is freaky. Hey Lucy, what are you like into shows and games? I got into Centaur World recently. I love Amori. That's a video game. I love Earthbound and the whole Mother series. I like Poppy the Performer. That's what I got it my younger sibling into it. Just one. And what else am I into? Oh, I love Kirby. I love the Kirby franchise and games. They have surprisingly really deep lore. Mandela Catalog. It's pretty good. No. Is it a cartoon? Because it's very hard for me to watch shows if they're not cartoons. I don't know why it's hard for me to watch shows that aren't cartoons. It just is. What's my favorite color? I like a few, but I like mint green, and I like pink and purple a lot. That's why my first one has like pink, purple, and green on them. I haven't. I'm asking because it's like 18 plus. The last time I checked, you're 16 or something. I haven't watched Squid Game. I've heard really good things about it, except for like the ending because people complain about it. But like other than that, like, my girlfriend has watched it, and she's like, I hate this one part with the doll. Screw that doll. I hate it. Oh, pink? Yeah, I love pink. Pink. Jam Sophie, Jam. And Splatoon. Yeah, what are other games I like? I mean, I like Pokemon a lot. Good, but the English dub sucks. Oh. I don't know. I just think it's funny because it's called Squid Game. And so whenever people were talking about it, I was like, you mean Splatoon? I was so confused when people first started talking about it. I had no idea. This was supposed to be a sketch, but now it's coming out really clean. Why does this happen to me? You won't get it. It's just about... Oh! No, I do get it. Now I think little parts of me are turning pink. Ow, my ears! That's scary. It's me, K-Scream. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It's a stream thing. It's fine. It's a stream. No one has to like a stream. Because ultimately it gets unlisted eventually by me and put into like my stream playlist. Also, that's a thing in case you guys are wondering, like, where do your streams go? They go into a playlist. I don't know if you guys can see it. You probably can, but if you... I love that meme. I might make it. I like it too. I would probably have to do the clean version though, because my parents would not be happy if I featured all of the language in the original. Haha, squid. With that, it makes it like bold, so it's like, squid. Use it. Ring ring. Hello? It's for you. Like, what? I don't get it. I feel bad. I don't get it. I don't get it. Good to know. I don't know what that is. Someone explain it to me. I'm not cultured. Gore. Yeah, there will be gore here, so be aware. If you guys are not comfortable with gore, don't watch the stream. Rain, 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 rain. Banana phone. Because my dad watched it. He said it's hyper violent. Yes, it is. It is very violent from what I've heard. I mean, if you want to see people explode, go ahead and watch it. But ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Banana phone. I got this feeling so appealing. I don't know the rest of this song. Oh, by the way, style and sorry, my English is bad. I'm Mexican. Oh, that's alright. Don't worry about it. Should I buy LED lights for fun? Sure. It's literally death. I don't know. I like the cool people with the triangle faces. I don't know what they are. Suicide Squad level 2? I don't know. Oh, Sophie. I hope you don't mind me shortening your name to just Sophie. But, you just reminded me of something that happened in my school. So in my school, it's like my friends and I, well, it's sort of like how do I describe it? In our school, there's this trend where people take photos of people who wear alt clothing and kind of make fun of them. Oh gosh, this hand is way too tiny. So, I don't wear alt clothing too often, but it's still, like, a little obvious. We're cute. But, let me think. What was I gonna say? Okay, hold on. So people take pictures of people in my school without permission and then post it, like, on Snapchat, and they're like, guys, pray for me, only at this school, name here. Things like that, you know? Like making fun of, like, kids who are different, are you, the pencil you're using? I use an Apple Pencil, but this is, the blurring brush. Yeah, but, the reason why I was reminded of that is because, my friend Chalky Milk, who I know in real life, and my friend Max and I were just, like, walking down the hallway, and we all have, like, different versions of, like our gay fashion, basically, and someone took a picture of us, and then said, look, it's the Suicide Squad. And, we were school and therapy appointment. Oh, I'm glad. Hope your therapy appointment was okay, hon. What was I gonna say? But yeah, they called us the Suicide Squad. And, it was a bit rude. Because it wasn't meant in a cool way. It was meant in a, haha, you guys are mentally ill. You kind of smell like a baka. There, that's my impression of that one meme. You're welcome. And then just play the sad piano music in the background or something, but it's like Steven Universe. Okay, let's make these hands a little bigger so they could probably actually cover. No, I have to go, I don't wanna. Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. I'll probably still be here whenever you come. I'm funny anymore, guys. I'm sketching these arms. I hope that's okay. I couldn't figure out how to yeah, and even then, like, my fashion is like the kind of fashion where it's like you look at the girl and you like, maybe from a distance you don't think she's queer, but you get closer and you're like, oh no. You too, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think my friend's fashion is inspiring. I gotta go sleep. Well, bye. Oh, okay, bye bye. Good night. Good night, good night. I can't sleep. Oh. I can't sleep. I hope I stay awake. And so on. Day, all night, all week. I feel like everybody's eyes on me. It is coming out beautiful. Thank you. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, I gotta go. Oh, okay, bye-bye to you too. Go sleep. You should be a singer. Is it night in your country? In my country, it is currently 6 p.m. So it's more of dinner time. Yeah, but if any of my friends watch Centaur World, let me know. Alright, bye-bye, kitty. See you later, hon. If any of my friends watch Centaur World, let me know. I love Centaur World so much. Try not to vomit on stream. I remember, my girl has been a bit sick, as of late. She's a lot better now, but, I remember once she was like over and over, just like kind of like gagging, but like really loudly, and I was like, don't throw up, hun, and she was like, you can't tell me what to do. And I don't know, it just made me smile. It was pink and orange and yellow and grey, and I called them a lesbian hat because I think it's funny. Ears on them, and someone thought I was a girl. Could be night, but the heat is still. Oh, it's okay. She'll be okay. She's been able to go back to school as of late, so that's good. I haven't drawn Crafter in a while, so I'm kind of happy I'm drawing him, because like it'll be kind of refreshing. Because the thing about Crafter that is kind of nice is that when I was younger, I drew him like all the time. Like all the time. As if he was the only OC I had ever had. Like it was just sketchbooks like filled with him. And I reworked his story so much, like so many times, to the point where like he's probably the character I've had that has gone through like the most changes. And so like if I were to tell you Crafter's original backstory, you'd be like, oh, jeez, oh, good lord. Mine is really messy. Hey, there's nothing wrong with shaky line art. I mean, when I use Photoshop, my line art tends to be a little more shaky, but that's okay. Like, it gives it, like, a nice little, like, texture, you know? He's of yours. He's amazing. Well, I'm glad. A lot of people seem to really like him, which is nice, because in an animation I'm planning to do recently, or planning to do soon. That's better. It's better vocabulary. He will be in it, and so will Galaxia, which is the purple cat that he's often seen with. To be a big shot. She gotta go. Have a good stream. Alright, bye-bye, Ebenezer Boozoo. But, his original backstory, I think originally he was an Undertale OC, so he might have had something to do with my weird Undertale AU that I don't even remember the name of. I think it was called Tail Under, and it was like Underswap, except if Underswap was like weird and made by like an 11-year-old. See my drawings and she'll get angry and hit me. Oh, well, look. See, when I first started Gore, my parents got, like a little freaked out by it, because they asked, like, are you okay? And, I was like, yes, I am. I just like drawing this. Because at the time I didn't realize it, but it was a release for me. Like, it helped me mentally to, like, release some feelings. And I didn't know. But, like, it's not bad. I remember when you streamed your progress of the $10 meme. Yes, I wanted to stream almost the entire thing of the making of it. People seemed so I was happy that when it came out, everyone was like, yee! I really want to draw Gore. I mean, you can draw the secret Gore. My dad doesn't, like, force me to not draw certain things unless if it's, like, you know, illegal. But naturally, he's just like, look, it's not my thing. And think caterpillar. Same! I was like, it looks like caterpillar. But I kind of like it that it looks like a giant caterpillar. He ain't scared of anything. Yeah. Always really nice to watch. Thank you. What was the thing? Right, but Crafter's original backstory, from what I remember, he looked a lot different. Like, he didn't look like the way he does now. His hair color was different. His design was really different. His colors were very saturated to the point where they really clashed. And, I thought it looked good, and it really did not. But his original story was so tragic that it was just, like, depressing. Like, not even, like, whoa, that's an interesting story. Just, like, really, really sad. And I don't even... he had the whole, like, bleeding eyes trope. Okay, so... originally, Crafter was from... It's okay if I leave to draw. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay to leave and draw. You don't have to stay. Never force yourself to stay. It's not fair to you. But, so originally, he came from another planet. And he still does come from another planet. And he was freaking... He was bullied a lot as a kid. As he was nothing to balance it out. Yep. Crafter blonde. Yes, he was blonde. I'm surprised you remembered that. But I'm going to try to stay awake. Okay, but if you need to rest, please rest. But he used to be blonde. He's not anymore, so thank the heavens. Because I gave him a glow up in the 8th grade, because I was like, he looks weird. I realized his colors were out of whack. started talking. You roleplayed. Oh yeah, I remember doing that. Oh, I was bad at roleplaying then. I'm so sorry. I'm much better at roleplaying now. But so originally he was from another planet and he got bullied as a kid. And this thing happened in like preschool where kids like gouged his eyes out with sporks. I wish I was kidding, but that's what happened. And he had a fear of sporks. And Crafter does still have a fear of sporks, but in case you couldn't tell, his eyes aren't gouged out. And the reason why he has a fear of sporks now is because he doesn't understand how a spoon and fork can be combined into one tool. And that's why he's scared of them. But, I'm gonna, like, speedrun this. So his eyes were gouged out with sporks. And then and then his parents died and his world ended. His dad was abusive. I don't remember what he did. I think he killed Crafter's mom. I'll read the comments in a second, and then the world ended, and Crafter was like, ah! And then he, like, fell into this new world where he was adopted by this therapist dog. Originally, the dog didn't exist, though, so he was probably just, like, homeless. and then, he goes to this, like, weird college and a high school combined, and he has no friends. And so he makes this cat thing to be a friend. And then, like, I don't... And originally she was really evil, and she still is evil. And she treated him like garbage because he had to give certain traits of himself to her that he didn't want, which was his negative traits. And that's still a thing. Sleep real. Well, when I fall asleep. Oh, okay. And, I'm trying to think. And so... She was mean to him. His roommate sucked. He was bullied by this one gay kid. He was bullied by a gay kid who was homophobic and secretly gay. You know, like one of those kids that are just like, I'm not gay, but like, oh my gosh, men. And, well, now he's not like that. But he was that at the time. And then he saw Honey, and Honey's this hyena chick, and he was like, wow, I like you. And then she rejects him, and he gets all sad. And then Galaxia takes over his body, and I think he died in the original. Oh my gosh, it's just, like, full of sadness. Like, it's not fun. Oh my gosh. I have an elephant professor. I love you, Chum. If I can say I will, I understand more English. I would be able to. It's okay, Porky. And Porky Pokey. I'm sorry, Earthbound. Oh my gosh. But that's the really basic lore from what I remember of what his original story was. His story is a lot more fleshed out now and a lot less tragic. It's still kind of sad in some spots, but like, it's not like, oh no, everything bad happens to you. You know? Like, he's got more dynamics. Flamboyant pink shorts. That's kind of how he was. It's, my character Elijah, which is the purple character. That's, like, a goat person. I forgot the name of, like, those creatures. But the goat people. And he's super gay. And nowadays, he has a boyfriend. His boyfriend's name is D-I. Or D-Y, I think. I can't remember. Based off of Dionysus, the god of partying and wine. And they're super gay for each other. And they're real happy. We love them. They do illegal drinking together. Oh. I think it was also a thing that Crafter's eye out of his mouth would have been ripped out, and that's like how he died, I think. Oh, wait, no, I remember how Crafter died. Galaxia was going to take over the world, and then he was going to sacrifice himself, and then... Name is died. And then he, like, turned to stone and died or something. Or he just died. And I imagined the whole animation to it to... that one freaking, like, end of the world Porter Robinson song. It's really great. Nowadays his backstory is a lot less tragic. There are a lot of things that are like still kind of similar. D-I, yeah. Or D-Y. But he's a lot more fleshed out as a character. And also Crafter was always a little fruity. He's bisexual, which I don't know if it's just me, but that fits him perfectly. Been through so much. Yeah, but that's his past backstory. And then I was like, I don't like how sad his backstory was. And then I made everything like too happy. And I didn't like that, so I added a spice of trauma in there. And so now his backstory is fleshed out and good. I could try to recite most of it, but it would take a while. I wonder how little Lucy would feel about Lucy now. Well, whenever I draw my older OCs that I've had for years, I think of it like making fan art to myself. Like, I've had Irene for years. Whenever I draw her, I'm like, hee hee, that's my OC. Like, I forget it sometimes. And I'm like, this is my OC. I'm making this art. I feel like little Lucy would be like, oh my gosh, someone old is drawing my characters and it looks really good. Like, I remember when I got my first piece of fan art from my friend Cowtoons, and I lost my marbles. It was the first piece of fan art I had ever gotten, and I was freaking out. Yeah. But, like, Crafter's a bisexual mess. Honey is Omni. She tends to lean towards women, but Crafter is a very kind of a feminine guy, so she ended up with him. Maybe it's hard coming up with backstories. Yeah. Well, I think of them in my head over time, and like I'm like, okay, so what would be after this part? Or I make like concept art that could relate to the story. Literally so fun. I know. I love redesigning my old OCs. It's the best. Alright, basically did this with no sketch. So that's pretty great. I'm gonna just do that. We're gonna add like a hole in his body. So y'all are gonna see some organs. So be aware, organs are coming up. If you don't like organs, leave the stream, because I don't want to freak anyone out or cause anyone to get panicked. I remember this sweet person on Instagram, they commented on one of my photos and they were like, hey, can you put a gore warning for your art? And I remember I was just like, I warned people I was doing Goretober. Like, so I put up a second warning on my story. I was like, Goretober means blood and guts. So if you guys don't know what gore means, just be aware. Be aware, hon. The proper story. Yeah, I've actually been kind of interested in her because she looks like this really cool time traveler, and I don't know anything about her. And I wish I did. Like, she went from like, oh, nice happy girl to I am a time traveler. Screw you. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna draw a lung. I studied anatomy, so I will know where most of the organs go. But if I mess up, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. I remember taking anatomy. I took it sophomore year, so that was last year. And I remember being like, there's so many parts of the body that I didn't even know existed. Like, I just thought it was like a few things, and it was good for me because I was like, I'm taking anatomy to study organs. I don't know what you guys are taking this for, but I'm taking it to study organs. And I actually did pretty good. How do you draw gore? Because, I mean, you can't really get a reference. Well, that's why I took anatomy class. It was the reference. If you just look up, like a human model of organs, like one of those medical things, you should be fine. Yeah, anatomy was also good for me because I got to improve, well, my anatomy. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. That sounds pretty cool. It is difficult though, because you have to memorize a lot of terms, because there's a lot of parts of the body, and you also will have to dissect stuff. And I'm not talking about dissecting a frog. I'm talking about dissecting eyeballs and stuff. And you smell the blood in them, and it's not great. I almost vomited, and so I was allowed to skip out of us dissecting a sheep brain, because I was like, I think I might vomit. And she was very nice to me, and was like, it's fine, hun, just do this Ed puzzle. And I was like, yay. So I didn't have to dissect the brain, and got to spend time in the media center, because I did the assignment in 20 minutes, because it was a lot easier than actually dissecting the actual brain. There we go. So we got a heart, the stomach's right there, lungs, large intestine, small intestine. You know the drill. What? That's what I had to do. I had to dissect an eyeball. It wasn't great. It seems pretty interesting. I mean, if you want to dissect a cow eye, then yeah, take anatomy. But if you don't want to do that, then don't take anatomy. There's college level anatomy that you could take in our school, where they dissect baby pigs. And I wish I was kidding, but no, you can see the dead baby pigs that they're dissecting, and it's kind of tragic. At least to me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, the baby pig and the... Meanwhile, I can draw, my characters getting impaled, and I'm like, this is fine. Okay. Now to color him. He's gonna have slight blue tones, so if his, colors aren't perfect, it's not the end of the world. Because I might shoot in the dark a little. I don't think that's for me. Whoa. Yeah. It's crazy. So, but that's the college level classes, but basic anatomy you don't do that. You have to study it more. Yeah. My mom works at a hospital, and she had to dissect a cat. No. And my dad, they were dating at the time. And my dad was like, yeah, she just carried around a dead cat in the back of her truck. It was the worst thing. It made me really sad all the time. And I was like, oh. Ugh. And it's just people do it. And it's okay, but it makes me sick thinking about it. I don't know. It's it's where I crossed flying porky. Yeah. It's oh. Because, the thing about pigs is oh, well, we eat pigs. Well, we in America, at least, don't eat cats. There are some other countries that do eat cats. It's very interesting. I don't know if I'd be able to eat a cat. Be interesting. Yeah, but if you were to take basic anatomy at my school at ESME, what you would do is you would go over lots of different terms. You'd have to do a couple of worksheets. You'd have to take a few tests, play some games. You'd have to identify organs. So you'd have to study the terms and memorize them. You would do dissecting every few months, or every so often. And the things you would dissect would be an eye and a brain. And you would also learn things what happens when certain parts of the heart gets shut down? Like, what if someone has a heart attack? What happened? You know, like things like that. You learn about the body and what happens if certain parts go down. You learn about like what happens in the brain when certain drugs are released into them. You know, like it's a lot of stuff. It is a hard class, and I took it, and part of me I think knew it was a hard class, but I did enjoy the class overall. There was this time where I had a panic attack in the class, and so I went home early. But, like, other than that, everything else was fine. I had a panic attack because even though it was animated and the human actors were, they were actors, it was basically someone having a heart attack and almost dying, and it just messed with me real bad. And so I had a panic attack, and I just couldn't eat. 'Cause, like, I was trying to eat salad, and, I think there was, like, pieces of cheese in the salad, and I remember seeing the pieces of cheese as intestines and then freaking out, and, like, throwing my fork down. And my friend Chucky Milk was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, not really. So, that was the only bad experience I had. And then my dad got all confused because he had to pick me up home from school early. And he thought I was sick or something. And when I explained to him, like, I had a panic attack, he was confused. Because I don't know if my dad's ever had one so bad where he had to, like, leave a place. But, we got home and I remember I was crying because I was so scared. And I laid down on the couch and he put a blanket over me because I was shaking and I couldn't move. And then my dog Milo cuddled with me and all was well. Also, lemon bread. Give me lemon bread, Koi. Hi, Koi. Give me lemon bread, Koi. I would like lemon bread. Like, I'm trying to think of other things that happened in anatomy class, but I remember, like, her putting the eye down, like because she just, like, grabbed them out of a bucket and, like, put it on it. I was just like, just, like, like, just being, like, disgusted. Not because, like, never had a bad panic attack. That's good. Those are, yeah. What was I thinking? And I was fine, but it wasn't that, like, the eye itself was gross, because I didn't care. It was just that, it smelled awful. It smelled the worst. It was the worst. But, can you imagine the sound yet? Like, I was like, oh! Like, I was freaked. I was not doing good. Oh my gosh. Some of the eyes had, like, cartilage on them, too, so you had to cut it off. Like, there was, like, a bit of a shell around the eye that I had seen a cow eye. Yeah. It was crazy. Part of me was just like, whoa, you can... Because I remember asking, like, people asked my science teacher, or anatomy teacher, like, how do you get these? Can you just, like, buy these? Like, do you just buy cow eyes? Like, in stock? And she was like, yeah, you can do that. Cause she just had them, like, in a bucket. Or, like, bags, I think. And it was just so weird to me. I was like, what? Same goes with, like, the sheep brains. She was just like, yeah, I just have them. And it's after the cows have been, like, passed away. They don't, like, tear out their eyes or something, because that's awful. Don't do that to animals. Not while they're alive, no. But I remember just, like, seeing all the crazy stuff that's in the eye. Because a lot of people, like, the thing about it is, like, the reason why our eyes are squishy is because they're not filled with, like, solid material. They're filled with, just, like, this weird, like, wet jello. And that's why eyes are squishy. Because they're not solid things. They're like a shell with something inside. Tiny bones. Yeah, I've also dissected owl pellets. That's pretty basic. I think my brother like found a skull in one and he was like, "Whoa!" But yeah, like our eyes are just like filled with like goo. And it's just like clear goo. It's like a water. And there was something I realized. So like for the people who don't know, like our eyes, like our pupil and iris are protected by like this little like clear thing. I forgot the name of it. But it's part of the eye and it protects your iris and pupil a bit. And it's on the outside. It's like contacts, but natural contacts. And when we cut open the eye, that falls out. And around it, you know how eyes have like lines in them? You can see the black lines of color in the iris. And it's so cool. And you can like actually like pull the plasticky thing out of the goo. Because it's kind of stuck in there, because, you know, that's where it's supposed to be. And it's so cool. I remember just, like, playing with that only. Like, I know some people might be like, this is disgusting, but to me it's awesome. It was amazing. Like, I would never be a doctor. Never ever. But it was really cool. Because, well, I'm scared of actual blood. Blood freaks me out. I wish it didn't. But, like, blood in real life, I lose everything. With no luck, but I did find really tiny teeth that look super cool. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't know, Punchy. The school I go to is pretty basic school with just certain classes that you can take. Like, we also have astronomy at our school. But that's like stars, not just planets. It's not just space, it's a lot of stuff. We have sign language, other languages. Let me think. What other, like, really obscure classes do we have? We have, like, woodworking classes at our high school. So some kids have just, like, built benches and just, like, take them home. It ain't too bad. And it smelled like death. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, last year on Goretober I did a drawing kind of like this, where Crafter had his chest exposed and organs were popping out. Except in this it's different, because this is Moth, so we'll see like butterflies around him. But in the original, I don't remember what the theme was for the day, but it was Galaxia behind him, and he was like trying to assure the person in front of him, saying like, it's okay, you can go back, while his like chest is open and bleeding out. So, whoops. That's not good. You should get that patched up, buddy. Yeah, we had the nice fleshy pink of the heart, some gray and like brownish, less brownish colors for the lungs. I have to do a shot on myself every week, so I'm used to like, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. The vomit scenes? Oh. Yeah, that's okay. If some things are just like oddly specific for certain people. Deathly afraid of vomit. I don't know. It's just weird. Okay, we have the organs colored. Good on you, Lucy. You remembered how to draw organs. Emetophobia is literally the worst thing to live with. I can imagine. I'm hungry. You can go get some food, hon. It's shot day today, so BRB lo. Oh, okay, hon. Take care of yourself. Alright, almost done with these base colors, and then I'll add a few touch-ups. And then we can get started on the basic shading and such. Okay, let me just I forgot if I saved a photo of this liner, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Fix up any stray edges. Okay. I was scared. Oh, hon, it's okay. Yeah, my girl is very afraid of needles. She hates needles. It's just like they freak her out, you know? And I feel bad because I'm like, hon, you need to get this shot, and they're like, I don't want to. It's really scary for them. But I think they've gotten some shots recently, and I'm really proud of them because they've been really brave. Yes, I usually do so. I was like, oh, yeah. There we go. Terrified of needles, yeah. As a kid, I was the kid that was like, ah! Like when I, when I got a needle poked into me. Like I screamed and cried. And then I was fine. Nowadays I'm just like, I just try my best to frickin' like if anything I'm just like, ow. The people who gave me my COVID vaccine were nice. It was a big needle, but I was just like, oh. And you know what? They were like, okay, you can, it's like, thanks for getting the vaccine. If you want, you can go have a box of Girl Scout cookies over there. We have plenty. And I look at this table, and there's just tons of Girl Scouts cookies, and there's Thin Mints there, so I just grabbed the Thin Mints. And then I took them home, and I might have eaten them all in one day. I don't know, guys, I love Thin Mints. No matter how well you did. I think they just want you to, feel better in situations like that. They're like, you did great. Sometimes the kids don't do great. The kids, bite the doctor, and they're like, yeah, you did great! And they're like, ah! In a ton of pain. Oh, I gotta color this one pixel or I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. What was your thing? I might get by, and I was like, okay. Yeah, like, the people who were giving us the shots were people who worked for the military, or at least it was sponsored by them, I think. And there was a girl who had a computer who was clearly a furry, and she liked my pins, and I was like, yay. And this one chick got food from a restaurant that's nearby that's really good. And we were just like, oh, that looks so good, I want it. I think that might be my favorite food, actually, like mango chicken. Scream at the dentist. I accidentally bit the dentist. I don't know if I've ever bitten my orthodontist. I know that, shot-wise, yeah? I've, like, dug my nails into my mom. Dentists are terrifying. They don't scare me, but to be fair, I've had braces for, like, hold on, let me think. Like, about... What? What is going on? Wait, what is happening? Hello? Wait, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Am I just... Oh, I was using the wrong colors. What is going on with this? Hold on. Same time, I don't... you don't want braces. Trust me, hun. My brother has them nowadays, and he's just like, I can't eat. But he has it a lot easier than I did. Because since I was the first one to get braces in my family, because I'm the oldest, I was experimented on a lot, which is why I had my braces for so long. I got them way too young, because I was only 8 years old when I first got my braces. And so because of that, that caused a lot of difficulties. And then I got them off, and I was like, oh, I'm finally done. What? Yeah, I got them on too early. They put them on too early, and I was experimented on, so my teeth were janked up sometimes. Also, my orthodontist was kind of a prick sometimes. Like, he was mean to my mom once. You'll get braces at such a young age. Yes, you can get them very young. It's dangerous to get them that young, though. But my parents didn't know that, and they were just like, you poor thing, your teeth are, like, broken, but they're fine. Because my dad never got braces because his family didn't have the money for it, and also they just didn't think they were necessary, I guess. So my dad's teeth are a little crooked, but I think that's okay. I have a severe overbite. My overbite was pretty bad as well. It's not as bad anymore because of the braces. I had this thing called a herpes appliance, which was like this giant metal thing in your mouth that would help fix the overbite. It was a little scary to have as a second grader. Wait, no, third grader, not second grader. I went home early one time because it's like metal rods and like this metal thing on the roof of your mouth and they like tighten it to like move your teeth and jaw forward. And I just remember one time I was just like messing with them and I just feel like this tear in my mouth. And the side of my mouth got caught on the metal poles and like a chunk of my cheek got like torn off and I just went like ah like in the middle of class. And then I went home early. And looking back out on it now, I'm like, haha, funny. But at the time, I was like, ugh. Like it sucked. Real painful. Yeah, I mean, it's like the inside of your cheek gets torn off. What do you do? It wasn't all of it, just like a piece of it. What pencil do I use? If you're talking about brushes, it's blurring brush, but I use an Apple Pencil. I don't know which version of it. So, I'm sorry about that. Also, if I go quiet sometimes, it's because I'm thinking about Centaur World. You guys need to watch Centaur World. It's on Netflix. It's so good. Even if you hate the characters or something, the animation is pretty. So there. Watch Centaur World. Sorry about that. Here's some crackers. Yeah, like, I was sent home. Because it was like, what else are you gonna do? Still information. Alright. Yes, I did not know what you were asking for. Like, I have this one song from Centaur World stuck in my head right now. It's I Don't Know Him, and it's sang by Zulius. And this, like, tiger centaur, and they're clearly ex-boyfriends. Or, I think they are. I might have to look up their ages to make sure, like, you know, it's all legal. Small chunks and it hurts. Yeah, that's why you don't do that. Hun, it's not a healthy habit to have. You shouldn't do that. Very unhealthy, hun. What happens if I... Ooh. Because it was annoying me. Oh, you mean like when a taste bud falls off or something? Is that what you're talking about? That's happened to me. Like, sometimes I'll bite just one taste bud, so it, like, stings for days, and I'm just really sad. If I also go quiet sometimes, it's because I'm thinking of Amorian. Amorian Centaur World, that's all that's been living in my brain as of late. You see, it burns so bad. I know, it's like, oh! And then it sucks because you're like, I don't want to eat anymore. And your mom's like, but you gotta. And you're like, no. Don't want to eat no more.